Developed a pagination, and today we are going to implement by step, and this is the way the output works. As you can see, whenever we complete the pagination, the continue text will change by finish, and if we come back, see continue text, it has some animations here, and it's quite smooth. And see, if we come back, if it is no if it is a first page, then the back button will disappear and you can see the animations. Today we are going to implement this. Start from the beginning. We shall create a file called onboarding.tsx. okay, let's write some sample function here, onboarding, and return, let's return a view here, sorry, and text onboarding. Okay, let's export it, default onboarding, and we shall use here onboarding. Okay, as you can see the image, let us once again, we shall see the image. It consists of how many pages, total number of pages, and we'll keep track based on the index. So first we shall create a state called selected index. Sorry, we have to import it, and okay, and let us pass through this prop. Means we shall create selected index is equal to selected index, and we have to know the total number of pages, so that we will use total is equal to, let's choose default, and here, since we have not created a prop, let us create type onboarding props is then selected index is number and total is equal to number. Let us use here onboarding prop, okay, and the selected index comma total. Let us check whether it's coming or not. Total, yeah, it's coming, and we shall check what is the selected index. We have given a default selected index as 0, and yeah, it's perfect. Now let me align it by center, justify content center. We don't want align to be, let it be, no, let's actually, in the design we have some issues. Okay, this is sender, and we can see that we have to implement 2 buttons. Let us implement 2 buttons first. So let me create a custom button. Okay, first I will create a custom button with a name called button, and let us pass a text called what is the text, back and continue. Okay, let us pass a text called back, okay, and another button called button, and it calls, let us take continue. For time being, let us create a button, custom button, and to create a custom button we shall use const animated button is equal to animation. Since we are performing all the animation using animate, react native reanimate, in that animate let us create a animated component which is pressable. From pressable we are creating a new animated component, and now button is equal to and is equal to pressable is equal to animated props, no, pressable props. And here let is default, let us take this and we shall pass, take the children and pass here children. Okay, and we shall have a default this thing, and for example styles, we shall import style from that, and that what is that, cannot find props. Yeah, we have imported that, and style and remaining rest we will pass as rest. For we required only style properties, and we shall pass the rest here. Okay, now let us create we don't want to give a default color, padding. Okay, let us remove this unnecessary stuff, and we shall create a default button size. No, constant. We will create a custom button size. No, let us create spacing. Some constants we are creating here. Spacing is equal to 10. Okay, let us padding, let it have padding of spacing, and okay, let it be whatever the this thing can be done by through here. We are creating custom component. Okay, now we shall add some styles here. Style, background color, hash ddd, and actually we have not added to the styles because that's why it's not executing whatever the custom styles. Okay, and let us, it since as in see here, you can see here these are in same line, and we shall wrap it to one view so that we can align them into one row. Style, flex direction, row, and let it be. See, it come to the second, and we shall give some padding to the whole screen. Let padding is equal to spacing. Okay, now we shall add here default border radius. Border radius, let it be, we shall create a custom constant value for that border radius, and 5 border radius default, let it be 10. So okay, and okay, we shall create some box size for the back button. As you can see here, it has some limited size here, and for that we are creating a new constant. Box size is equal to 50. And for the box size, let the width be box size. Let it be 150 here, or let it be 150. No, let it be 100. Okay, let the text be align justify content center and align items center. Okay, here we are creating a custom button. Okay, and why we are creating a custom button? Because we have to perform some animations to these buttons, and as you can see here, we want to perform this and perform animation onboarding also. So let's continue, and thus we will give this button, let us give that remaining flex one, let it occupy full flex one, and the background color can be hash 073 BFB. Okay, let it give 72. Let us give sky blue. Let it rename sky blue. Okay, for timing, let it be sky blue. And here, as you can see, when it reached to the last index, it should change to finish. So that's why we are applying some conditions here. And if selected index not equal to total minus 1, then let it display this text, otherwise display finish. Okay, why I am returning total minus 1 means, since our selected index is starting from 0 and it into 0 1 2 3. Okay, whatever the total, it will be minus 1. Okay, now let us change this color to hash FFF. Okay, let the same color be here. Okay, now let us first on press, let us do increment on press. See, when the selected index is equal to 0, we should not display here, so that we shall apply condition here, selected index not equal to 0, not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, it should not display that. See, since here it is 0, it's not displaying that. And if it exists, for example, let's on press it, and actually we need another prop here to update the states. Okay, so we shall create a function here, on change index number, no call signature. Sorry, okay, I was using the state, not a function. Set, to update any state, we have to use set selected state, set plus state name. Okay, here, and we shall pass through this on change index is equal to on change index. shall use here on change index. We have declared the type of that and we have not imported that. So on change index, if you press this means it should call this function and decrement the selected index. Okay, means if you press the back button, whatever the selected index is there, it should decrement by 1. Okay, and same here let us perform the increment operation, and here we have to set a condition that selected index not equal to total minus 1. When it's reached to end, it should not increment that. So that's the condition we are applying here, and let us update. If it is true, this condition is true, increment the selected index by 1. Okay, let's see here. See, you can see here the index is updating, continue, and when it's reached to the 3 means last element, it is showing the finish. If it is go back and see, now we have created a skeleton. Let us add some animation here. When the button is entering, let us add some fade in left dot springify dot damping 80. Let us give damping at 80 dot damping and stiffness 200. Okay, and when it is exiting, let us give fade out left dot springify dot damping. Let us reload it. Okay, as you can see here, when the button is present here, see, it comes quite smoothly. Before it was not smooth. When the button is executing, it goes. For that we have let us also create a variable, constant variable, since we will be using any throughout this project. Let us give that layout animation is equal to linear transition dot springify dot damping 80 dot and stiffness 200. Where since here whenever the layout changes, it should move smoothly. That is a property called layout. See here, when it is moving, it's moving smooth. See, if it is come back, see, it's going smoothly. The whatever the layout gets changes, if you want to apply animations for that layout, there is a prop called layout and you can pass the animations. And since here, see now how it's smoothly moving, and we require some gap between back and continue, so that we will give some gap of spacing. Let us this thing. Okay, yeah, now if we come back, continue, but let us see that animation was going up and down of this text, so that if we have to do some animations for this text. If you want to perform any animation, you have to wrap that component by animated.txt animated that component. Since we want to animate here text, that's why we are using animated.txt. And same, when the text is entering, fade in from up. Let us from up, let it come from up, and we are not imported that springify dot damping 80. Let us give some damping and stiffness 200, and when it is exiting, let us give fade out down. Let it go down. When it is exiting, it should go down. Okay, and we shall do with the same thing for the finished text. And since animated dot okay, and let us check. Okay, why it's not working here? Because see, it's not working here because reanimate holds the component. It takes this text and this text as common. It's not able to differentiate this between these two. If you want to differentiate between these two, you have to specify key with any name, with a unique name, so that reanimate will identify this is different component and this is different component. If you have not specified the key, it will be confusing which animation should perform. See now it's moving. Let us give some let us give some font size here. Font size 20, and same as here, font size 20. And then let us give the same font size to that. Let us create a variable here so that we'll agree font size is equal to 15. Let us use that variable we required. Font size and okay, all set. See if we continue, it's the button animation is done now. But here, as you can see, we have to create an indicator. So that we will create an indicator and let the component name be, we shall create in a view. In that view, we will have an indicator. We shall give the name called onboarding indicator. Okay, let us give the selected index and the total. For timing, let us check. I don't think we required total here, but let's remove here. If it is required, we shall import it. And we are creating a component onboarding indicator with return. Okay, now what? We shall return a view here. Okay, in that view we want dots. Okay, if we want dots, we have to iterate. We want the total here, because we have to give dots, right? That's why we have to give pass the total, and let us use the total here, and total is equal to this is a number. Okay, all set. And we shall map total. We shall create an array of keys with total number of keys, and map through that map, let us map through index. Dot, let us create another custom component dot, and we shall pass the key and index. For that, actually there is an error here. Okay, I think we fixed that, and we shall create that dot component const dot, and it has that key. Okay, first we should have the dot container size. Let us create a dot container size. Let it be by 28 by 28 by 28. Okay, we shall use that. Return, let it be a view. Style it. Actually we shall create that component. Okay, let it be width dot container size. Height also let it be the same, dot container size, and all set we have, and let it be justify content center. And align items. Getting your styles is equal to use animated style. Let us return background color. For that we have to create first an we'll create a constant here when it is active color hash fff. Okay, when it is inactive color equal to hash ddd. Okay, we are going to interpolate based on the index here. Interpolate by color animations and index -1 index +1. Okay, inactive color active color. Okay, here dot value. Okay, as you can see here, okay, we are not past the value here, that's why it's not coming. So we will wrap that style z here. Okay, now it is in 0th index since it is fff. Let us change for time being the color, and let it be yeah. Okay, since it's indicating first, it's in second, third and fourth, as you can see here, but we have to wrap it by container and green color. So, okay, let us change the value here. Okay, so that we can do here. By here we'll create another animated dot view, and we don't require here. And style, and let it be position which no, we have to not perform here, since we have to perform. We will wrap this whole content in a view and give the flex direction to that view. No, it's already wrapped, right? Why we don't want to create another view here? Here we are going to apply the indicator. Let it be animated dot view style. Okay, here position you should be absolute, and the width should be dot container size, and background color, let it be green. Top 0, left 0, right 0, and its height also dot container size. Okay, we have done, almost done, and we required it should have border radius dot container size divided by 2. Okay, it's all right. And whenever the increment it gets incremented, the width should be changed here, so that we shall perform another here const style. We'll increase the style by using use animated style return. Okay, we have to increase the width of that. Let us here if the width index value changes, so dot container size plus again dot container size into animation dot value. We have not applied here, I think so. Indicator, so that let us reload it, and here you go, all done. We have done the animations. See how smooth is it. That's all for today's class. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.